Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
And we're back with another week. It's just us three today. Jossie couldn't be here, which is fine. What else is new? But we're still here bringing you all our hot takes on blurred culture things. So before we get started, how's everyone doing?
Doing good. Yeah. How are you doing?
Good. Can't complain. Did a lot of nerdy things this week, so excited to talk about that. Yes.
I was gonna say it's been a great week for content.
It has. So do you guys want me to go first? Nerdy things?
Do it.
All right. What did I? Oh, I can't remember. Okay, yes. So I watched, but didn't finish Star Wars Visions. I'm on episode 7. So I literally have like 2 episodes left. But I was really trying to finish it before, but I did watch a majority of it. So we could talk about that. What else did I watch? I also started watching Squid Games this past week, which is also really good. Have you guys watched that? Please say yes.
Not yet.
It's on my list, especially since they're saying it's the highest grossing like Netflix show now. Like
you know what?
Crazy.
I meant to tell you guys to watch it or like at least start watching
it. You did.
I did. Oh yeah, last week I did mention it. Yeah, because I saw that it was out. It's really good. You guys have to watch that. So I watched Star Wars Squid Games. I saw Venom on Thursday night. I think that's I've been playing like a lot of like me and my boyfriend have been playing like Sackboy, the Little Big Planet game. So yeah, I love the Little Big Planet. It's fun. So we've been playing that. He also went through extension. He also wanted me to say on this podcast that NBA 2K22 is a really, really good game because he's been playing that. So I'm saying that by extension.
All right. I'm going to remember that when I get the game. we'll revisit that subject.
he said it's amazing. So whatever.
Okay.
I don't know, but that's what he said. Right. But yeah, that's what I have been doing this week. What about you guys? Who wants to go next?
I'll go. So I watched Star Wars Visions as well. I watched all 9, so I finished that. I started Why the Last Man. I watched the first episode.
Didn't like it.
It's not something I would typically watch, but I'll watch some more. Just the first episode, they may have just been getting things started. So I'll check out another episode and see if it picks up anymore. I was binging a lot of different things, so I got behind in all the manga that I keep up with. But so I binged those like Kaiju number 8. One Piece and My Hero. So I'm up to date in the manga and those. And then there's something else I watched, but I forgot. I watched Venom 2. And then still that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Still catching up with that. So that's
awesome.
it for me.
All right, Jaja. Moment of truth. I'm kind of sad that you didn't like Why the Last Man, though. It is a little slow in the beginning. You got to give it some time. But if it's not the type of show you usually watch, then maybe you won't like it. I don't know. What?
Yeah, I'll check out a couple more. It does. I'm curious to know what's happening, but
yeah.
All
right. That's fair enough. Jaja, what about you?
For me, don't kill me. I didn't watch Why the Last Man yet.
It's fine. I don't even care anymore. I'd rather you guys watch Squid Game than watch Why the Last Man at this point.
I'll say no.
Right, like I said, it's hard to squeeze in like nerd stuff in between work and real life. But I did watch the What If episode.
Oh yeah, I watched that too. I forgot about that.
I did not get a chance to see Venom, which is crazy.
Oh no, that means we can't talk about it. Jaja.
No, we can talk because I spoiled it for myself. I know everything that happens.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But I know everything that happened, so we can definitely go in depth about post-credit scene, everything. So there's a couple things I do want to say about the movie when we get to that subject. I have been, like James, binging some manga. I caught up in Dragon Ball Super, like I said I was going to do last week. I do want to clean up a couple things without spoiling anything. Like Vegeta and Goku didn't really have like a fight. Like it was more like Goku was trying to tag into the fight and Vegeta like kind of, gave him a cheap shot, like get out the way. But his new form is definitely super OP. And at this point, it can be inferred that he's stronger than Goku. And for anybody who says that the Dragon Ball Z doesn't have like plot, and like character development, it's getting there. Like, and I feel like they have like at least like 50 episodes worth of content with everything they have in Super. And I don't know. I could do a talk on Dragon Ball Z all day. But besides that, I did want to mention on the Xbox Game Pass, we just got Marvel Avengers. For anybody out there who didn't want to buy it, it's on the Game Pass.
I feel like that's been on Game Pass for a little while, hasn't it?
Oh, it just got on Game Pass.
Are you sure?
So, positive, because I was following the rumor when it was gonna be on Game Pass, and I thought that was gonna boost the player count, but I don't believe it came out so recently. It's on my recently added. It's like the latest one.
Okay.
So, and then there is another RPG that I'm probably gonna check out, Scarlet Nexus. I don't know if you heard of that one.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, but that one looks pretty cool, like Sword Art online, like anime style, that type of RPG kind of. And just some honorable mentions, which is pretty funny on the Game Pass. We got like 3 animal themed games, and they're like pretty funny. Like we got a Tony Hawk style skateboard game called Skatebird, and you're literally a little like bird like on a skateboard. Nice. It's mad funny. And then we got Mighty Goose, and he's like Mega Man, a goose that's like has a Mega Man suit pretty much, and it's red, and it's like a 2D side scroll shooter. And then I Am Fish, which is like an open world like survival game, and you're like a fish going through the water. So I'm just trying to highlight the Xbox Game Pass a little bit, give it some shine, because it's definitely been doing a lot.
I don't think the Xbox Game Pass needs any shine. Everyone knows that it's good. So.
Well, I'm gonna give it some shine because I got to get back on my gaming stuff.
Okay.
So think of it as me hyping myself up to play Xbox.
Awesome. All right. So I guess we've all done some nerdy things. So like, where do you guys want to start? Because we have a lot to talk. Do you guys want to talk about Star Wars?
Yeah, we can go into Visions first.
Yeah, let's start that. Okay. First of all, I was really I wasn't surprised after Jaja talked about it so highly, but like I was really just surprised watching it on how much I liked it. It was so good.
Nice.
Yeah. It was really good. Even though I didn't finish it, but like from what I've seen, like it doesn't go sequentially anyway. It's all different, but.
So you got up to episode 7, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you've seen my favorite episode.
I'm sorry. Either I got up to episode 7 or episode 6. I don't remember, but it's one of those. Am I still in the?
You have a favorite episode yet?
The first episode was my favorite episode. The animation style in the first episode was really dope.
Nice.
That was my favorite.
Interesting. I like that pick.
That was my favorite one. And then I think my second favorite one was either the one with the twins, and one of them was like, she tried to take the crystal to for, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about? The twins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either that one or the other one, the last one I watched, the one with the Sabersmith's daughter, and she took all the lightsabers to what they thought were the Jedi, but they were really on the dark side. That one.
Okay, that one's number 5.
Yeah. So then, yes, that was the last one I saw. So then I'm on episode 6. Yes.
Okay, because I'm my favorite. I'm torn between Twins and episode 6.
So. Okay, so I haven't seen that one yet. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the animation style in the first one was really, really good. It was really dope. So I enjoyed it a lot.
Did you watch it subbed or dubbed?
No, I watched it dubbed.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't feel like
you watched it dubbed too, James.
Yeah.
The dub version is pretty decent.
The dub was good. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Usually I don't like dubs.
I was gonna say I don't have any complaints about the dub. The voices like fit the characters perfect.
Yep.
But James, I want to hear what you got to say. I feel like you're gonna say, "Yeah, it was trash."
No. So I'm not a Star Wars fan by any means. So it's all like kind of new to me. So some of the things I was a little bit lost on. Some Star Wars lore I kind of know. Like I know blue lightsabers are the good guys. I have no idea what green means or any of the other that invisible color. I don't know what that was about. But I liked some of the episodes. Like that first one, I really liked the first one. So I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna watch this now. But then the second one was like they were making a band or something, and then I was like, I don't know about this anymore. But I stuck it through because they're only like 15-20 minutes. So I was like, okay, I'll just watch them all. And I did enjoy a couple more of the episodes, like the one with there was an old man Sith guy, and then a pacifist like Jedi master that had to end up fighting. That one I liked too. And there's some more I like, but that first one really, really stuck out. So I like that one a lot. But yeah, as a whole, I liked it. And even not knowing much about Star Wars, I think it was anybody can jump into it and enjoy it.
Yep. Yeah, the second episode with the band, it was really not off-putting, but it was just random after the first episode because it's like so different. But the different episodes remind me of different animes. Like the second episode reminded me of Gurren Lagann, like the animation style a little bit. So I was like, oh, this is cool. And then another episode, I think the episode 5 with the girl and the lightsabers, it reminded me of like some Studio Ghibli movie. I don't know which one, but like one of the different things remind me of different things.
Yeah, the one with the droid that reminded me of Astro Boy. I like that one a lot too.
Yes, that's the next one. That's number 6, Shannon.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Oh,
I didn't get
sorry,
that.
And that's one of my favorites. I love that episode. Like, I want to talk about that episode, but we have to wait until Shannon sees it.
Do we have to? Just talk. Okay. Just talk about it.
You sure?
Yes.
All right. Well, so I watched it sub first, right? So I guess in reading the subtitles, I missed the fact that because the episode's about, it's like a Pinocchio story. There's a guy and he has a lab and he's doing some type of research and he has this robot that is like helping him with the research. And the robot is pretending to be a Jedi. But what's so subtle is that they don't say it in any of the dialogue until the very end when the bad guy comes and he says it. But the Jedi, the old guy that has the workshop, he doesn't have any arms. Did you see that, James?
Yeah, I didn't even notice.
Not you didn't notice that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, right. So in the Japanese version, I missed it completely until I watched it in English. I was like, wait, this dude has no arms. And then he has the robot doing the research for him. And I thought that was a really cool, like, little detail that they just like didn't throw in your face. They just like, you had to like really be watching it to notice, because the way the guy's standing in some scenes, he looks like he has arms. But then there are some scenes where you can just clearly see he doesn't have any arms, or they're just covered by his long sleeves. It was an interesting episode. And then the story they told was pretty cool, like the plot of the whole episode. So
that was episode 6.
Yes.
All right, I have to watch that later. I'm still gonna watch it even though you spoiled it. But
it's like it reminds me. You said Astro Boy, James, and I would say like a cross between Astro Boy and like Mega Man. Like that's the feel it gave me. And Pinocchio, definitely like a Disney Pinocchio vibe. Like I want to be a real boy. I want to be a Jedi, you know. So it was cool.
Do you have any other deep dive thoughts into any of the other episodes? Maybe one of the ones I've seen. Let's go back up.
Let me see. Which the twins episode, man, I thought that one was awesome.
That was
he
good.
Split the starship in half. Like, yeah, I thought that was amazing. The girl when she had all the lightsaber whips come out and she was just like hitting him with whip strikes. That was like some of the best like visual fighting scenes I've seen in the season. And then she switched it to swords when she saw him with his blue sword. So pretty much, James, there's no like, blue is usually good, red is usually bad. Everything else is in between. Put it like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Red
like and green and yellow are usually more towards the good side, and purple is more towards the evil. And
all the lighter colors.
Not much else to it.
Yeah.
The invisible thing.
Yeah, I was
new.
Gonna ask. Okay,
that was new.
I thought it was.
As far as I know, I don't know much about Star Wars.
Are you talking about the episode with the girl, right, and her dad?
Mm-hmm.
I thought the invisible one was because she wasn't connected to the Force. I thought that's what the dad was explaining to her about why it didn't have a color.
Right.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't like a real Jedi, so it was just like
yeah.
I thought that's what I got from it, but I don't really know heavily the Star Wars lore. But what I will say is one issue I do have with Star Wars. It's like I'm so mad that they make Jedi such like a limited resource. Like I want to give me a prequel where there was like an army of Jedi, because that's what I want to see. The coolest thing about Star Wars, they make such a limited thing, and that's my issue with it.
I mean, in the prequels, there were more Jedi, but it's just that in the newer ones, the Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Watching
really
this, I just assumed there was Jedi everywhere, because every episode there was a Jedi. Like, everybody.
Yeah, but you notice in every episode, they're like, it's only like a couple Jedi, and like they say like they're scattered across, and like, they're still like kind of rare, kind of. Mm-hmm. But I hate that so much.
Yeah, but the concept of the show is really interesting, and it's very different. So it's a different take because like some Star Wars fans, might not watch anime at all or like anime. So I feel like it's different on both sides. And then you have anime fans that don't watch Star Wars. So it's a clashing of worlds. So it's really interesting. but it's really good. It's really well done.
Did the episodes feel like 15 minutes to you guys?
No. So you were right about that. They did feel longer. Yeah. And I'm really surprised by how well they smashed, like put all that stuff into like such a short time. Mm-hmm. And it is very different from What If, I will say.
I was going to say, how does it compare to the What If pacing and all that?
I feel like the time, I feel like the timing in this show is way better. The pacing is better than What If. What If feels like a lot sometimes. So I agree with you there. And really quickly actually I'll wait till we get to What If. But anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna finish it today. So I'll probably give my final thoughts on the other 3 episodes next week, because Jossie will be back next week. He watched it too, so he'll probably want to talk about it also. But it's really good. I'll give the series as a whole like a 7.5 or an 8. It's good. What about you guys?
Yeah, I give it a 7. I mean, as a non-Star Wars fan, I didn't really know what to expect. But I mean, I wouldn't discourage anyone from watching it.
Yeah. But as a Star Wars fan, I feel like you wouldn't know what to expect either, just because it's like so different. You know what I mean? It's not like the characters are based on anyone that ever existed in the Star Wars universe. It's just, besides like the general like stormtroopers and like, I think I saw a Mandalorian in there at one point too, but like the characters themselves, really, they're not based on anyone before, so.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So what else do you guys want to talk about? We'll talk about Venom last. Do you guys want to talk about this episode of What If, which I thought was the season finale? Sorry, guys. I said that many times in the last episode, but this week is the season finale. Sorry.
I know we're getting another one. I'm kind of hyped now.
Oh yeah. This is definitely, because I think that was episode 8, and there are 9 episodes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely. If I realized you said that last episode, I probably would have like tried to correct you, but I knew it was the second to last episode, and I'm like so pumped. I'm ready for the last one.
That changes my rating of the episode then, because I thought it was ending right there.
You thought it was the end?
I thought that was it.
Oh, nah. There's a whole. They're gonna follow up, man. We haven't even seen the Multiverse Avengers yet.
Yeah, so. We didn't see. That's how I knew it wasn't the last episode, because I'm like, wait a minute. I saw clips of like the Avengers assembling at some point, and that didn't happen in this episode, so this can't be the last one. Yeah, so it's not. But this episode was definitely, of course, probably the best episode that we've seen so far, just because of the interference of Ultron with the multiverse was cool to see. But a lot of people that I watch on YouTube were talking about how like each episode we kind of see the watcher becoming more and more like have more and more like human qualities, which symbolizes him, coming closer and closer to interfering in the actual world, which turned out to be true. So that was cool to see that was a correct prediction.
And I feel like in every episode he did get closer and closer to each scenario. Mm-hmm. And even his dialogue, like him saying that like I can't interfere, it's like, okay, you telling us that a million times, that means you're gonna interfere, so hurry up and do it.
But he didn't. He only interfered when he had to, though.
What was interesting is that in that episode, when he's narrating the story after Vision killed, destroyed everything, and he's sitting there by himself, and he's narrating the story, I thought that scene was so cool, because he starts talking, and you can see Vision, like, you can see that he hears something. And then he's talking, and he's, like, telling the story, and doesn't realize that the story's about to be, like, flipped on him, up until the last second, the Watcher was caught by surprise. I thought that was interesting. So that leads me to the question: are there Watchers watching the Watcher? Like, there has to be somebody above him. I feel like, but that's probably.
I feel like there is. There's probably somebody
like a multiverse of multiverses.
Yeah,
something like that.
There's probably somebody in charge. Probably.
Right.
So yeah, you're probably right. I'm very interested. So we see at the end of the episode that Doctor Strange comes in and is like, "Are you ready?" What did he say? Something.
Are you ready to break the oath?
Yeah. So now I'm very interested to see what's going to happen next. Is Owatu going to become an Avenger for a brief period of time?
Yeah, I think more he's just going to assemble the team to deal with Vision.
Yeah, the way he was fighting, I don't think he deserves to be an Avenger.
That's what I was gonna say. He was getting handled. I don't understand that.
Well, all he does, I mean, why would he be skilled at fighting? All he does is watch things happen. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised that he was getting
Homie had the Super Saiyan form / Saint Seiya that he just left for the last second. He should have pulled that out in the beginning. He sees visions of he's got the Infinity Stones. And then what is this thing about the Infinity Stones can't be used outside of their universe? And that's obviously not true.
That's
Ultron
not true.
just
it's a plot hole.
Through a whole bunch of different universes and was using them fine.
Who said that they can't be used outside of their universe? Where did we hear that first?
Loki.
Right.
Loki.
I thought that. Okay. Did he say outside of their universe, or did they say that they can't be used in the TVA?
Maybe he said outside of their timeline. I don't know.
Because that's not true. Because in Endgame, they took the Infinity Stones out of their time period.
But they're saying that since they put it back, they kind of like.
That logic doesn't make sense.
Yes, it's very loose.
It's a plot hole. I thought that we couldn't use I thought that they were unusable in the TVA. Like, that's what I thought.
Okay. No, I from what I understood is like once you take them out their timeline, you can't take them into another timeline and use them. Like that timeline is going to have their own Infinity Stones or whatever. So I'm assuming the same thing with different universes, but yep, we'll chalk that one up to TV and fiction being
that's obviously not true at all. So because clearly it happened. But what do you guys rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10?
Ooh, I'm gonna give it a 9. Like, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I give it a 9 now. Before I was like, oh man, what are they doing? Why are the only 2 people left alive? Like, I mean, no shade, but the 2 most worthless people, how are they alive? And also, if Vision, he had like, he could sense everything. How come like he didn't know that they were there? I think that was another plot hole.
Who's they? What do you mean?
The guy, Natasha and Hawkeye?
Yeah.
Like
how didn't he know they were just left alive on Earth to go do what they had to do?
I find it weird that it was just me and my boyfriend were talking about that too when we were watching it. Like, why was it that Black Widow and Hawkeye were the only 2 left when they have nothing special?
I feel like they did it just to get that scene off, the recreation of the Endgame scene where Natasha sacrifices herself. Like, they just did it in reverse this time.
I guess so. Yeah, it was just weird. I'm like, why them?
I thought it was interesting how Vision one-shotted Thanos.
Yeah,
like that, and Thanos had the Infinity Stones, all of them. So it was like
someone online said, and I thought this was interesting, that the Infinity Stones don't make you stronger if you're not using them. You know what I mean? So he was just standing there, kind of not like using any of them to do.
But still, Thanos without the Infinity Stones, I would have thought. I don't know.
I mean, that's true also. But you can't really do much to stop a laser beam from cutting into your body. So maybe he was just caught off guard because he kind of just like did it right away as soon as he stepped through the portal. So
yes. And James, did you see Black Widow yet?
Not the movie, no. Wait, is it on there yet? Disney Plus?
I think it should be on Disney Plus by now. But Shannon, did you see the scene where Natasha does her pose? And I was like, now every time Black Widow does that pose, I can never forget Yelena making fun of her. Like, I would never forget that.
Black Widow yes, it is. It is on Disney Plus now.
James, you have to watch that movie.
I'm watching it tonight.
Oh, wait.
Like, I might watch it again.
No, I'm not sure actually I'm not sure. I think it's still on Premier Access, actually. Never mind.
What?
Oh man.
Oh, they milking it. Did you guys hear they settled the lawsuit?
Yes. Oh, yes. That's what I meant to put in there. They did settle the lawsuit, which we all knew that was going to happen, though.
Even though nothing was disclosed and we don't really know exactly what happened. I hate that. I hate when lawsuits become like a big deal and then we don't get to find out the resolution.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
So I think so Black Widow came out in July, right? If I'm not mistaken.
So I'm looking up here. It says it'll be free on Disney Plus starting October 6th.
Yeah, that's what it should have been this month because it came out in July. So October, that's 3 months. So it should be, that's what
gotcha. All right.
Oh, Wednesday. I know Wednesday.
I don't know if James is gonna like Black Widow. I guarantee you he's not. But we'll
I feel like I've been hyping it up so much that it's probably not.
My expectations are through the roof.
If you watch it this week,
I like it a lot.
I'm gonna bet he doesn't really like it that much, but so we'll see next week if you watch it this week.
Ooh, place your bets, folks.
Yeah.
James the hater is in town. I'm about to not like nothing.
I mean, I didn't like that much either. I liked certain aspects of it, but as a whole, I just thought that it didn't offer up any new information. But we'll see.
Did you think it was better than it was gonna be?
I mean, yes, as an action movie, I thought it was pretty good. It was a pretty good action movie.
Okay.
But actually no, because I thought that we were gonna learn a lot of things. So when we didn't, that's when I was like, this was not that great. But right. It wasn't a terrible movie.
That's how I feel about Shang-Chi, believe it or not. Like I love the movie itself, but then I'm like, you didn't really learn anything. So like
But what were we supposed to learn? We didn't even know who he was at first.
How how does he connect with anything? Like, give me an Iron Fist cameo. Like, give me something.
I mean, we did get a cameo from Wong, so we know that he's going to be connected through some way. But I feel like it was fair because it's not like we've ever seen him before. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
let us learn about him individually first before we before we start tying in everything else. But yeah, I do wonder where we're going to see him again, though. Probably in Doctor Strange, maybe. Most likely.
At this point, everybody's gonna be in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, everyone. They did say that Doctor Strange was gonna be more ambitious than Spider-Man, so we'll see. But
the Spider-Man movie and the Doctor Strange movie, we should get like a whole bunch of cameos from.
Yes. But I'm just gonna go ahead. So, are we done talking about? Any more thoughts on What If?
Oh, that's it.
Okay, because I definitely want to talk about Venom. And I definitely want to point out was it last week or the week before when I talked about the story that fans were speculating that Venom was going to be in Spider-Man because they saw him wearing the production hat on set and everyone was saying no, that's probably not true. But I feel like
you heard it here first.
I feel like after watching the end credit scene of Venom that I was right. I'm right. I'm just going to say right now. I feel like he's going to be in the movie. So we'll see. We will see.
Wait, you think that Venom is going to be in Spider-Man's movie?
Yep. I think he's going to make a brief cameo.
I think so too.
I feel like it only makes sense. Wait, Jaja, did you see the end credit scene like through the internet or did you just read about it? Or did you just watch the breakdown of it?
I did both. I know everything that happens.
The movie itself, I don't really even care about the movie itself. I mean, it was good. It wasn't bad. But I feel like the end credit scene definitely made the whole experience.
I'm gonna go back and watch the movie. From what I've seen and read and saw, it was a really good movie, and I want to see it. But I'm probably gonna go back and watch Venom 1 and then watch Venom 2 right after. Mm-hmm. But the end credit scene is definitely the talking point right now.
Yeah. James, what did you think of the movie?
Yeah, the movie was great. The end credit scene alone was a 10, so I really like that. So that confirms that it's all. I mean, well, not the same timeline anymore, but it's all the same goings on.
It's all connected.
Yeah, whatever happened when he was in the room and the I guess not a blip, but kind of a blip, the Spider-Man blip thing. I was like, oh, this has to be Spider-Man. And then
I think it was probably I saw this in a breakdown video. Yeah, the spell that they were saying in the breakdown video that was probably a result of the spell that Doctor Strange was doing.
So here's my theory. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are saying that they think it's from the Doctor Strange thing, but shout out to Greek Culture Explained. That's my homie that explains a lot of the comics and stuff. But he pointed out that since being that the what's his name? The Daily Bugle guy that came on the TV, Jonah Jameson, mm-hmm. being that his announcement was coming on the TV, the same announcement that came on in Spider-Man No Way Home.
You're right.
It can't be Doctor Strange because it didn't happen yet. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Unless it's a replay of that announcement, then the timeline is it's more happening towards the end of Spider-Man Far From Home. I think.
Far From Home. Mm-hmm.
So something to look out for. A lot of people might be getting this wrong, or it might be.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah. My timelines are mixed up.
Yeah, okay. So now, you're right. But then what would have caused it then? Do you think it was Loki or what? Sylvie?
So if you listen to what Venom was telling Brock, he was telling him about the hive mind and how the symbiotes are been there for 80 billion years and they're multiversal. So I don't know how he would have got there, but one of the theories from my same homeboy is saying that since the events from the events of Loki, all the timelines are like branching off, right? And not only branching off, we saw some that are like crossing in between each other. So he's theorizing that maybe this is just universes passing through each other as of the effects of just the timeline branching. So we might get random crossovers. We don't know how long he's gonna be in there, if he's gonna be stuck there. And then what's also interesting is that Venom should like him licking Spider-Man on the screen saying that's him. That should be like Venom should know who Spider-Man is because he's a hive mind and a multiversal being. So the fact that Spider-Man 3, we got Spider-Man 3 who got the Venom suit, like Venom should know who Spider-Man is. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
So it's kind of interesting. And I really think I thought it was so dope that he mentioned that like the symbiote story, because right now in Marvel Comics, they're really building up the symbiote story. And I don't know if you know where they come from, the villain Null. That's where all the symbiotes come from. They're like part of him. And the whole symbiote story like is incredible. They can go and make about 5 movies just following the Venom history. So it'll be interesting to see how close they link him to Spider-Man. Is he just going to be like a side Spider-Man character, or are they going to? I want them to keep Venom kind of separate from Spider-Man and let him have his own story. Like, but we can get tag teams every now and then.
He's now had 2 movies by himself with no Spider-Man. So I feel
I'm talking about following the actual symbiote story.
Oh, like, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So not mixed up with everything else that's happening.
Right. Let Venom and Spider-Man tag team all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get into that deep history that they get into in the comics. I would love to see that.
I'm really surprised with all the problems that Sony has had with Marvel that they even allowed this. I mean, I guess it doesn't really, it's not the same because it's still a Sony movie. So I guess it had nothing to do with Marvel. So I don't really know. But if
it definitely feels like they're giving him to Marvel, like
kind of, right? A little bit, but like not really, since Spider-Man is still just a Sony movie. But since a whole bunch of other Marvel characters, if he is going to be in Spider-Man, since a whole bunch of other Marvel characters are also going to be in Spider-Man, it kind of like, it's a little surprising to me that they are allowing this crossover to happen with all the problems that they had before.
Oh yeah. 2 months after Spider-Man comes out, Sony is going to be suing Marvel.
No, Sony's going to be like,
this is probably what the arguments was about. Like, listen, y'all have this ambitious idea how to use Spider-Man. We want to cut. Let's how are we gonna get our cut, and is it gonna be worth it? You know,
if I recall correctly, though, when this whole feud between Sony and Marvel was happening, didn't they say that this was the last movie that Spider-Man was gonna have, like that Marvel was gonna have of Spider-Man? I think that's what they said. I think they made a deal for one more Spider-Man movie, which is this one, and I don't know what's now gonna happen after this movie's over. So
yeah, there are probably some closed door negotiations that we aren't hip to just yet.
Or Sony's gonna be like, that's enough. Hopefully not, but we'll see.
Yeah,
right. I feel like that's why like they're not going all in with Spider-Man, because like really we haven't even got a real like Spider-Man trailer yet. You know what I mean? And it's almost December.
Yeah, we've only had one. When are we getting the second one?
Yeah, the Spider-Man subject is still kind of like touchy around there. I don't know.
Sensitive. It's a sensitive topic. Although Spider-Man doesn't even need any trailers. The movie could drop surprise tomorrow, and it'll still probably be the highest grossing movie of the year, I bet you.
Yeah.
So you know, maybe that's the mindset that they're going in. Why waste money on advertising when it's gonna sell itself with all these fan theories and these rumors going around? So we'll see. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what's gonna happen. James, what do you rate the movie as a whole? So you said you liked the actual movie. I liked it too. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I give the actual movie like an 8.
Yeah, the movie was good. I thought there were some moments that were kind of just like, now that I'm saying it, I don't remember which moments those were. But
the whole beginning, like before any action started, it was kind of dry. I mean, I know they had to explain the backstory of the different characters, but it was kind of dragging on for a while.
And it was very short. It was only an hour and a half, which I feel like nowadays is very short for a superhero movie. But I feel like for Venom, it definitely didn't need to be any longer than that, though. I feel like it was the right amount of time for that movie. But if it was anything else, it might have been too short, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I was really surprised by how in and out of the theater we were. But yeah. Some people got up and left right as the credits started. And I was like, what are you guys doing? Where are you guys going? Missing out on the biggest end credit? Missing out on a very important end credit scene. So, but yeah, Jaja, definitely go see it. I have to say that I love my AMC A-list card. I've just been going to the movies all the time now. Like, I've
Isn't
been
it awesome?
so many movies. Yeah. I've been seeing everything.
Do you pre-order your food and just walk in and say,
I did it.
Pass me that bag right there?
I did that once because we were running late to the movie and I didn't want to miss the beginning. So I pre-ordered it so it'd be ready, but the food still wasn't ready when I got there and they still had to make it. So
when they get it, go ahead.
Oh, random question about movies. Have the previews always been this long? I swear I was in previews for like 30 minutes before the movie started.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They're getting longer.
They are.
I got there late on purpose because I was like, the previews for Shang-Chi were super long. And I was like, okay, maybe if I get there a little later. But yeah, it was still, my showtime was 8 and then the movie didn't start until 8:30.
Yeah, all 3 times that I've gone to the movies in the past like 2 months, the previews have been super long. The last time I went to the movies, when I went to see Candyman, me and my boyfriend were just like in the mall walking around. And I was like, we're going to miss the beginning of the movie. And he was like, no, we're not. Because I think our movie started at 8. We didn't get there till like 8:25 and there were still previews playing. So I was just like, okay, the previews are definitely getting way, way longer.
I remember when you used to have to go to like movietrailers.com or whatever the website was to get the long movie trailer.
Yeah.
And that was the 30-second or maybe a minute one. But now they give you a minute and a half, 2 minutes easy. It's like, this is the whole movie right here.
I think it's because the movie industry has really taken a hit over the pandemic. So maybe more movies are trying to advertise, you know, their movie in other movies so that they make sure they get some kind of traction. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why it's longer. I don't know.
Gotta be.
Yeah. Because before you didn't have to do a lot of convincing to get someone to go to the movies. But I feel like now you do just because of everything that's going on. So maybe that's why. Right. Yeah. But the previews were, long. And
but what I was saying about the pre-ordering meals, when it works, it works. Because you could come in there that late and just, get your food, walk into and you don't even have to wait on the line. I don't know how they do it at your movie theater, but you could just walk up to the desk and be like, "That's my name right there." They don't even check your ID or nothing.
I think they were short-staffed when I did it because there was only like 2 people back there, and I was like, "Of course, my food isn't done." I gave it like 15 minutes. I think 15 minutes passed, but from the time I ordered it to the time I got to the theater, and it still wasn't ready. So I was just like, "Okay." And the guy even had to ask me. He was like, "What'd you order?" And I was like, "Popcorn and a slushie." So yeah. Thankfully, it was just popcorn. So like he just put it in the bag and not like a pizza or anything like that. Because then I would have been upset if it wasn't ready yet.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now we have something to look forward to. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man. I wish it wasn't coming out. I wish Spider-Man was coming out in November and the Eternals was coming out in December because that one I can wait a little bit for. But I feel like the hype around Spider-Man is getting so big now that I just want to see it.
Watch when we watch the Eternals. There's going to be a Spider-Man Easter egg. Something related to Spider-Man is going to be in Eternals.
That's probably why they're waiting to drop another trailer.
Oh, for Spider-Man? You think they're going to drop the second trailer after Eternals comes out?
Yeah, there might be some reference to something that Eternals related, or the Eternals might be in the trailer.
Maybe. Oh my God. I feel like if the Eternals are in Spider-Man, I feel like that's a lot. That's too much going on at one time.
Way too much going on.
There's too many Eternals, honestly. I think there are too many of them for them to appear in any other movie. Maybe one of them will. But maybe one of them, but like I feel like it's a lot, honestly.
Yeah, or Venom in the trailer. That would be cool.
Oh, yeah, or Venom in the trailer. Do you think they would show us Venom? Probably. I feel no. I think
one of those, like
I think Venom is
like they're gonna show you like his finger in the corner of the screen, something slick. You know what I mean?
Symbiote crawling on Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think Venom. In the background. I think Venom is something that they would keep under wraps, honestly.
Big time.
Just like if they're keeping the quote unquote appearance of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, which I don't really know if that's happening anymore. But if that was happening, I feel like they're not going to put that in the trailer either. I feel like they just let it happen. You know what I mean? But who knows? Maybe Venom will just appear in the end credit scene of Spider-Man, signifying that like there's gonna be more like Spider-Man Venom stuff like in the future. Maybe he's not like gonna be directly in the movie. So we'll see.
I'm interested to see what they're gonna do. Definitely.
Oh yeah, time will tell.
Yeah. All right. So let's move. If we're done with Venom, anything else about Venom?
Nope, that's it.
You gotta see it, Jaja. I completely forgot it was coming out. After like I forgot to mention it last week, and then I was like, oh wait, Venom is coming. Venom comes out this week. Whoops. Really quickly, I just want to say something about Squid Game because I saw an article here. It's on track to become Netflix's biggest show. So you guys are missing out on the Squid Game.
On track. I heard it's now the highest grossing Netflix.
Oh well,
show.
Maybe because that was 3 days ago, so it might be now the biggest.
Right? Yeah, like it broke the record. I'm like, really? Out of all the shows,
literally everyone's talking about it. It's so good. It's crazy. You guys need to watch it. ASAP. ASAP. The dub is really horrible. I will warn you. The dub is atrocious. But if you can get past it, if you get past the dub, it's really good. Or you can just watch it subbed, which I would have done if I wasn't watching it with my boyfriend. I would have watched it subbed. But the dub is really bad. Okay. But the story is good. So you should definitely watch it. Definitely worth it, 100%. So I think if you guys all watch it this week, then we can talk about it in depth next week.
I'll get it done. Was it 9 episodes?
I don't even know how many episodes it is. I think so, but they're kind of long. So I don't know. Like at least you don't have to finish it, but at least watch like some of it so we could talk about it next week.
I will definitely watch some of it, but I will not be here next week.
Ooh, where you go? Oh, where are you going, Jaja?
I will be in New York.
You're coming to the
city? Filming for Spider-Man?
New York. Huh?
you filming for Spider-Man?
Maybe you might see me as an extra.
You're gonna be in the city, Jaja? What are you coming up here for? Just to visit?
I leave tomorrow morning, and I stay and I come back next Sunday. So that's probably I'm not gonna be able to.
Okay. Are you coming up here to see friends?
Family, friends, yep.
Awesome.
Chill out a little bit. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. If you weren't leaving on Sunday, I would have said, Jaja, come do the podcast from my house like old times.
Oh, that would have been cool.
That would have been cool.
Like, I should have planned that out.
Yeah.
I sucked. That would have been nice.
Yeah, but you're leaving on Sunday. It's okay though. It's okay. So we'll see you then the next week. But Squid Game might get talked about without you a little bit. But you can still give your take when you come back.
Right.
I want to jump on the train while it's hot for Squid Game.
Yeah, definitely. So I can understand the memes finally.
Yeah. Yeah, the memes are everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's like, it's all over the internet. So I definitely understand why it's the number one show right now, which is kind of cool. That Korean drama is the number one show.
Like I was gonna say I kind of hate herd culture, but then at the same time I'm gonna be a total hypocrite because I'm on everything that everybody else is on too. But like it's funny how like these things go viral out of nowhere and then it becomes like something everybody has to watch.
Mm-hmm. Well,
like Bird Box.
Oh, Bird Box. Ugh. Oh God, I forgot about that movie.
But Bird Box is funny. I watched that like the first couple of days it came out, and then it went viral, and I felt like nasty. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm part of the herd, and I didn't even want to be a part of the herd.
But I feel like this is definitely worth it though, because like Bird Box was like okay, but this show is really, really good, and I really like that it's drawing attention to the K drama. To K dramas. Those are usually Korean dramas are usually good, so I'm glad that it's getting some attention. So yeah,
that's one thing about Netflix. They do good with the like international stuff. There's a lot of like foreign TV. That's good.
They do. So yeah, make sure you guys watch that so we can talk about it. All right. Do we have anything else? Is there anything else that you guys saw this week that you want to touch on really quick before we wrap it up?
Oh, that Nickelodeon fighting game comes out this week. It's like a Smash Bros, but Nickelodeon characters.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I saw that. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna get that game?
Yeah, I'm gonna pre-order it today. I think you get a discount if you pre-order it before release date. So I'm gonna go ahead and pre-order it after this.
Is that what system is that on? Switch?
I'm getting on Switch. I think it's on everything. Let me double check before I lie to the listeners.
And I heard we might get a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 remaster.
Oh, really?
That's a rumor going around. Yeah,
everything's getting remastered. I'm not surprised by that at all.
and they just put a whole bunch of Genesis games and N64 games on the Switch.
Oh, it's on everything.
Oh, it's on everything?
Yeah. Yep. PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC.
How much is it? Is it 60?
Oh no, please, not 60.
I would check it out if they said 40.
50.
50, okay. All right, it's a start.
Yeah, I guess. At least it's not 70.
Oh wait, it's 40 on Switch.
Oh, getting it for Switch.
That's a steal.
Getting it for Switch then. Okay, cool.
I mean, I wish you watched Power, Shannon, because the season finale of Kanan just came on, and pretty epic. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay, but at least the Power universe is pretty interesting because he literally has shows lined up to come out the same way Marvel does. Like, you know how we're getting back-to-back movies and shows the end of this year? That's how it is with Power for like the next year. So like,
the drug dealer universe. Drug dealer cinematic universe.
But honorable mention.
It's not my cup of tea, Power. But whatever. Right. Whatever. I can understand why people like it. I just, I probably will never watch it.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. I know other people who don't like it.
Yeah. All righty. Is there anything else? I think that's it.
That's it.
Yep. So this was a very spoiler heavy episode, guys, which I should have previewed. I should have said that before we started talking about stuff. But I'll put it in the title of the episode. Spoilers everywhere. But yeah. As always, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Blerdsnerds, send us an email, blerdsnerds@gmail.com, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and rate, review, subscribe on your podcast listening app of choice. As always, I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
And I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.
Cool.